everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Gwen from Gwen Plans over on Instagram, and in this video I'm going to share with you my 2022 planner stack and how I'm using each one. But first, before we jump into that, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that right now. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any of my future content. Also, don't forget to like this video and leave me a comment, and I would love to talk with you in the comment section. All right, so let's jump into my 2022 planner stack. First up is my Erin Condren 12-month floral horizontal life planner. It does start in January and end in December. I use this as my faith journal. I didn't get this cover customized, so what I did is just took a happy planner sticker. I felt like this was very relevant for the year 2020. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. And that's Proverbs 3:6. So I haven't really done anything in this. I'm not going to do a flip through because there are plenty of flip throughs on YouTube with the horizontal life planner. So I haven't decided what I want to do with the 12 boxes yet. But as I'm sitting here filming, ideas are just coming to my mind as far as my faith journal goes. I do want to use these possibly as a monthly testimonial place to put and write out something that God has done in my life or in my family's life, just something that I can look back on and reflect, and something that was major that took place each month. So that's probably how I'll do that. This is how I pretty much set up each month. I always get asked, how do I decide which plan or what scripture I'm going to write? I know most people, some I've seen just take the daily verses from YouVersion, the Bible app, and they just write that verse every month. I like to have something more focused, a focused thought or a focused subject. And I thought this was very fitting for what me and my husband is looking for in 2022. And that is to be renewed, refreshed, and revived. And these scriptures focus on being renewed, refreshed, and revived. So I just took some decor from the Happy Planner Faith sticker book, and I just decorate that way. I'm using this page for dreams, visions, and prophecies. As you see, when I dream something, I'm going to date it, and once revelation of that dream comes forth or God speaks, I'm going to add that to whatever the dream, like write what that dream means. I do have a book that tells you what different things are in your dreams, what they mean, what they represent. So I usually use that to search out what is God trying to show me, tell me. Any prophecies that's spoken over me, my family, I want one place to put that so that I can constantly be reminded of the promises and what's coming. Because a lot of times in this faith walk, you can get discouraged by what you see. And so looking back on the things that God may have spoken to you or shown you is encouraging. It helps you to kind of shake yourself out of that place where you are starting to doubt. And so that's what I want to do with that. I also have a special prayer list, and these are just people that are in my life, those that I know may be sick or they may have lost someone in their family. I try to especially keep them up before the Lord in prayer, because I know how that feels to even be sick, down and out. Also to lose someone close to you and have to kind of keep moving while you're grieving. So definitely want to keep a special prayer list, but I also, when I see something, I add it to my prayer list. I usually have 4 petitions, and these have actually been my petitions probably for the last 6 to 8 months, if not longer. Our financial petition kind of changes depending on where my children are in life. That petition changes. And then the marriages. I have a heart for praying for marriages all over. I just usually put in this box what the monthly focus for the scripture writing plan is for. And then last year I used this as like a prayer, to check if I prayed or read from my prayer book. This year I kind of just want to jot down anything major that, like any points from Bible class or from prophetic trainings that we're receiving, to put that here again, to read and reflect and see it daily. So this is how I mainly plan. In this, I kind of use my creativity. Sometimes I use black ink. Sometimes I use my colorful Erin Condren pens. Because this design is so muted and subtle, I may not use all the colorful pens in this year's plan. I may just go all black and use highlighters, my mildliners. So we shall see. But I will be sharing how I use this planner over on Instagram. I am trying to come up with some type of weekly schedule so that I can kind of share all the planners that I'm going to show you today. So this is February. For anybody that haven't seen it, I will do a quick flip through. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And then at the end of it, you get a note section. I may snip these pages out because I really don't need them in this particular planner. I used to kind of use these to jot down maybe some Bible class notes or something like that, but I have another notebook that I'm using for that and want to keep that information all together. So I'll probably snip these out and use them somewhere else. So of course you get the double-sided folder in this one, and I'll probably fold up and keep my plan inside of here so that I'll have it with me at all times. The plan that I'm going to write from every day. So yeah, that's my faith journal. I'm excited about using that. Next up is my Perpetual calendar. What I use this for is I write down all birthdays, anniversaries, major events. Like in May, we renew our plates. It's my husband and I wedding anniversary, our church's holy convocation, Mother's Day. So big major things. I just use my color dark marker and I wrote major things that can happen in that month that I may need to, we need to plan financially for. So yeah, this is definitely how I use that. Don't really use the important contacts back here. What I might use this for is discount codes and different things like that for different planner shops. Because I don't really have that in a specific place where I can carry it with me all the time, I may just put those back here. So that's that planner or calendar. Next up is my 7x9 Erin Condren neutral, just my type hourly life planner. Now, this is definitely not something new to me, but when Erin Condren first launched their daily duos, I did not purchase my hourly. I actually started in an hourly. If you go back on my Instagram page, you will see where I've done spreads, shared weekly spreads of how I planned in my hourly, I believe it was the year of 2018 and 2019 planner. And so I kind of been missing my week at a glance, not having that in the daily duo. I do not want to Franken plan. I kind of tried to, do the Franken planner, one planner thing, and just really didn't work for me. I need to maybe see my week at a glance in front of me while I plan daily. So what I decided to do is order a hourly layout so that I can kind of put the guts of everything that I need to do weekly in here, and then I'll use this to help me set up my daily. So here I just got some sticky notes. I'm really trying to get better at what I post and post more often on Instagram. I think the last time I shared my planner might have been like July, and my daily duo on Instagram. So I want to be better about that this year. So I have not yet set this up. Don't necessarily know what I want to use this for. I may put my husband's work schedule here, so I have it also in this planner as well. But as you can see, I've kind of started decorating. I didn't really know what I wanted to do even with this page as well. I think also with these 12 boxes, so that I'm not being repetitive, I'm going to use these as maybe some type of highlight as far as my children go, them being in sports, any rewards that they may have gotten, certificates that they have gotten, something major that has happened within my family this year, I want to put in this planner. So this planner is a January through December planner. As you can see, I did get the neutral. I believe I mentioned that. So what I'm doing with this is I add the January color. I use the mixture of planner cakes. I want to say it's the monthly doodles. I used that particular sheet and the newest holiday Erin Condren sticker book. I just want this to be a catch-all of my children's schedule, maybe any doctor appointments, dentist appointments, so that I can actually plan ahead. I've already kind of set up February as well, but go ahead and write in pencil and plan ahead. I think maybe I may switch to going back to my friction pens, the erasables, and maybe use the black pen so that I can still kind of write in pen. This was actually a bit difficult because I don't usually use pencil to plan, but I wanted a place where I can put their schedules, and if anything changes, I can go and just erase it and put whatever the changes are, so that when I plan out my weekly, then I'll have what I need right in front of me. And then that can help me plan in my daily. So what I decided to do is just put this week stickers, and I got these from Cassie Lynn Designs. They were, I believe, custom stickers that I got. I love this font. I thought it was perfect that I could color dot 4 spots for each week, and just over here I want to put the main things that's happening for the week, so that I can add that more so to this part of what's going on. So that's how I kind of wanted to set up my monthly, just using pencil, so I'm able to erase. Here I may just use this as a long checklist of things that I need to do within the month. I'm thinking that I may do that. Then again, I may break it up. You know, I've seen some where they have home and school and this and that. So I may break it up, again, using the sticker book from Erin Condren and the Planner Cake stickers to decorate. I probably will go and finish getting that set up by this weekend, hopefully. And on this page, I haven't decided what I want to do with this big box, but as you can see, I have quote, question mark. I may just put an inspirational quote in this box. I don't know, we shall see. I kind of want to watch maybe some more setup videos and just see if I get any inspiration from someone and go from there. And then here, I'm going to put my content to-dos, just kind of list those out, what I want to do, how I want to do it. And then in this box, I want to list my kits, and I more so want to list the kits that I'm using weekly, so that I just have a place to look back on what kit I actually use for each week. And then I have not decided what I want to do in this bottom part just yet. I don't think that I want to make this a habit tracker. I don't know. I haven't decided really what I want to do. If you have any suggestions for any of these undecided areas, you know, definitely let me know. But this is how I'm pretty much doing it. I didn't know if I wanted to use kits in this or not, but I'm like, because the pages are extremely neutral, let me go to a blank page. They're neutral, and I actually love that about this. It's like you can use whatever color kit you want and not have to worry about matching the color in the kit, you know. So I love that about the changes that were made in the hourly planner. So I got my inspiration from Playing with Lyric, and I'll just turn to an empty week. I love how she uses her Focus Teacher lesson planner, and she got the coil version this year. And as much as I wanted to get that particular planner, I know that there will be a lot of pages in that planner that I'm not using, and I don't want to get a planner and it's a lot of pages that's going to waste. So it's like, unless I can figure out a way to use all the extra pages that come in a teacher planner, I just didn't want to go with that version. So I just said I'll get the smaller. I'll go back to my hourly and plan in that. And I've actually been enjoying it. I've been in it for this past week, and I've actually been enjoying being able to have a place to just put everything that I've done for the day, so that when I go to planning my daily, it's there. I don't have to be trying to figure out what did I do and what plans did we have, and having to go back when we have those very busy weeks. And so I love just using my sidebars just to catch all of what's happening in the week, and then the things that I need to actually do in the week. So I'm using this top section for my husband and my children's work schedule. And then this middle part is going to be our family schedule. So the things that need to get done, maybe birthdays coming up, anything that we need to plan for as far as you can see, the oil change and dental appointments, doctor appointments, all of those things from my monthly, I will transfer here, so that when I plan in my daily, I have this right in front of me to plan out the day. Also, my list of to-dos, and again, this list of to-dos will just transfer right into my daily. This will be where I list out my dinners for the week. My plan for my dinners is to come back here and use a couple of these note pages to put sticky notes of meals, and then I'll pre-plan meals for the week here, and then actually write out what we ate, and then that'll go on my daily as well. So that's what I want to do for here. And then the bottom section I'm going to use for content. So this will be my main, what I want to plan out for that day for content. And I want to get to a place where I'm pre-planning. So I'll probably put it on a label. And like I said, again, the inspiration comes from playing with Lyric on Instagram. I kind of wrote out a schedule of how I want to post on Instagram, but I know it's not going to always go that way. But I have how I want to post, where I'm kind of sharing all of the planners in my planner stack throughout the week. This will be the planner that I carry with me. I'll have my pencil and maybe one of my G2s. I'll carry this planner with me so that I can easily go in and jot down what's coming up. So I want a place for the monthly that I can just be messy if I want to. I don't necessarily have to be neat. It don't necessarily have to be in any particular order, but I just want a place where I can write those things down and then plan out my month and my weeks and my days and my daily. So that's this planner, and I just love the clean look. Love this cover. So yeah, that is my hourly. And my hourly helps me to plan in this baby right here, which is my January through June of 2022 daily duo. Now, I do have the January through June daily duo in the MCC design. I was some kind of way that they decided to do the floral design like as of 2022. It didn't launch in May with the other planners that started in July. So I was kind of bummed about that. But my other planners, I'm kind of making up for it because I have a little bit of all the planners. So far you've seen the floral design and my faith journal. You've seen the Just My Type design and my weekly planner. And now you see the MCC design in my daily duo. So what I'm going to do is pretty much set that up like I set this one up. I purchased a sticker pack from Walmart and just thought this script was beautiful and a great way to put my name in my planner. So I'm going to do that again in this one. And then how I set up this, I'm going to pretty much do the same thing because this works for me. That Perpetual calendar that I showed you is going to is what helps me plan this. And so I'll do January through June, major things that's coming up. My husband's work schedule, I'm going to set it up just like this. I love the invention of the color dot markers. It makes everything so much easier. Also, these transparent circles I got from Planner Kate. And so that's the plan for that. I have not set up my January yet. That is the plan. I wanted to do a plan with me where it's like a fresh start. But I haven't really been having a time due to my children's basketball schedule. And I just said I'm going to go ahead and set it up because I don't want it to almost be the end of July. My July isn't set up yet. But I have not changed how I do my setup. Again, I'm a creature of habit. So I set up the same exact way every month. As you can see, like every month. So I will, again, link that video because everything, my setup and my plan with me of how I set this up, even the dashboard pages, how I set it up. And I have this here to, cover some sensitive material, but I'm going to set this page up exactly how I've been doing it. I got these from Nicole Hutch Designs, and it's just sprinkled in here. That script comes from Nicole Hutch Design. That's all of these scripts come from Nicole Hutch Design, but the check boxes and the labels, all of the washi, the balloons, all of those things come from Planner Kate, straight Planner Kate. And I explained in that video what sheets I'm using to set this up. So I'm going to set my January up. Same. Again, that long to-do list from my hourly, I'm going to just transfer it here and check it off and make sure I always have that to-do list with me. I want to also set up my kits and keep track of what kit I use for what week. So of course that would be an ink pen that's permanent. Once I use the kit, I'm going to write that here, what I use for that week. August, for this one, because I wasn't sure of what I would use and if I would change my mind on something, I use pencil to plan out my following month's kits. When I do my flip through, you probably will eventually see how I done that, but I always plan what I want to use here with pencil, and I try to highlight if it's a special week. So week 2 in August was my birthday week, and so of course I wanted to use a birthday kit for that. And then I believe this was Labor Day weekend, which was also my boy's birthday. And of course I wanted to use a birthday kit for that. So I want to know when there's a special week coming up without flipping to my monthly, if you catch me. So I'm looking at it saying, okay, something's coming up, but it will make me look back on my monthly to see what is happening these weeks. Then my social media, I want to, keep track of that in here, just my numbers, and then my orders for the month. Now, some months, I believe, I do know, and I'm probably sure that for the month of November, I usually don't do more than 6 orders from anywhere. But Black Friday sale and Cyber Monday and all that was going on, so I'm almost sure I did way more than just 6 orders for that month. So I have to go back and fill that in. But I track my habits here. I have goals just like I have goals in my faith journal. I kind of do a overall spiritual goal, personal goal, family goal, and a business goal. And I do that every month. Again, my birthdays, I do the same setup every single month, using my Perpetual calendar, seeing what birthdays and anniversaries are coming up. And again, my habits, I got these specially ordered from Planner Kate in the EC colorway. So I got like 3 sheets of these so I can have 3 for each month. So again, any questions of how I done this, go back and watch that video that I set up. I definitely go into detail of my setup with my daily duo. So I'm going to do that here. What I love about the weekly is I can come back and back plan days that I have not been able to really fill in what I want to fill in. And it's just a little simple flip through of how I've been using it thus far. This week was my children's first week back in school. I really wanted to take another full week, but I'm like, I done already laid down these back to school stickers. So we going back. We're starting back to school this particular week. So we started back Wednesday. That's kind of how I'm going to plan in this. I do like that every day of the month is behind the month. That is a great feature of this planner. Only thing is, a week like this week, you'll have a starting week, which is whatever kit you use. And for a person that don't really use kits, that probably won't bother them, but I use kits, so that means my first day of the kit will be in January, and then it will jump to here. Kind of just like how my January started. The first and the second was in this planner, and then I had to start my week in this planner at the end of December. So because I still kind of want to see my week at a glance when I am first starting the beginning of a month like this, I purchased these little clips from Walmart, and how I normally do, and I wanted to make sure I got them as small as possible because I don't want to damage my planner. I would just, tack these together so that it makes it easier for me to flip, or even when I'm just planning and I have my kits laid out, whatever kit I want to use for that week. When I'm planning, it makes it easier for me to lay Monday and Tuesday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever days is at the end of the month. And then I use this to kind of hold them together. So as I'm planning and laying down the kits and laying down my checklist, different things like that, I'm able to just easily flip from one month to the next. So, you have some that rather use magnetic clips, and that's fine. But I love these. These work for me. And then once I'm in February, I'll actually remove the clip. But I love that it don't damage my planner. So again, I got these little guys from Walmart. Also, at the end of each month, I use the last page as my gratitude. So I'll show you how I set that up really quick. At the end of the month, I make a gratitude page. July, I was able to have 2 full sheets at the end of the month. So it made it easier to number all of the days. But what I am going to do for days that only maybe have that one sheet at the end, I will just double up on in the empty white space for the rest of the days. And as you can see, I was able to get 23 days but I probably would have been able to get up to about 25 had I just used each line. So it's just one major gratitude for that day. And that's how I set up at the end of each month. And I will do that again in this particular planner. And so you do not get any notes pages at the end. Now see, I'll probably have to add a notes page for the month of June, because I just realized it flips right into this. And so I still want to have that gratitude page at the end. So I definitely might cover this and glue a notes page on so that I'll have that. But I usually, and I can do that now, usually rip these out to make space, make room for my stickers. I really, really wish that we could choose the type of coil that we would use or want to use for our planners. You know, for those that don't use stickers as much, this would be a great option, this coil. But because I want to use stickers every day, I would really love if we got the 18-month option, because again, you see how thick this got just with me using stickers every day, pretty much. I need to find a different way to do this though, because using those date covers at the top every day, it makes up here more bulky than down here. And so I may switch up how I do that for this planner as well, so it's not too much. But again, that is my daily duo for 2022. Okay, so next up is my EC monthly planner. I have this in the floral design. I am using this as my content planner. I'm not really big on content planning just yet. It's something that I'm trying to do to just keep track. A habit that I want to create now, so that when I do grow, I'm already in a process of planning out content or even highlighting some of my content. So I was sent this vegan leather folio back in September, I believe. Yes, September, to review. And I love keeping my content planner inside of here. Now, originally, this is the cover that came on this planner. And so I just switched it and used it as my cover on my faith journal. But I ordered this one in this colorway. I love this particular cover, and I love the silver foiling. And I just have at Gwen plants on it. And I love that she designed a life she loved. This is all about what I'm doing in this content planner. So I thought it was very fitting for my content planner. I will not be posting this particular planner at the beginning of the month too often, because I want to keep all the things that Erin Condren sent us that we can't really say anything about beforehand. I want to keep those things, of course, confidential, being a part of the EC squad. So just first off the bat, if you have not seen one of these content or monthly planners, they're all on YouTube. So you can just search EC monthly planner and you'll see a lot of reviews. What I plan to do with this page is maybe highlight some of the big things that happen within the month. I really want to just more so hone in on what sales take place during what month. especially for Erin Condren, because then I can look back on these months and see, okay, so October they did a buy one get one on the interchangeable covers, or of course November they did their Black Friday sale. I want to note those things, and even the surprise boxes when those become available. So I think this will be a good place to just see all of that at a glance. So that's what I plan to do with that page. I haven't really done anything major in here, but I did purchase these date covers from Planner Kate, and I've just been using the floral sticker book for my decorations in here. Also, I have been using basic labels that I purchased from Planner Kate in the floral colors. I have been using those as well. I ordered sheets of the appointment labels, the scallops, the regular basic labels. I think I ordered 2 sheets, I believe. And then I ordered a sheet of the months. And then all of my Simply Smith stickers, you'll see how I'm using those. And then my newest addition is my Sammy Doodles Designs, the dates. I pretty much use the basic labels for new things that are launching, new collections, just to highlight those days. I may start putting along the side when I can start promoting these items, because sometimes you can promote them before, a day before, sometimes 2 or 3 days before a sale or a launch actually happens. So I may start using my sidebar for that, but I use my basic appointment labels for town hall meetings. If there's any lives that's going on that I want to be a part of, don't want to forget, then I'll add those as well. So that's that. There's always a collaboration deadline within the emails that Erin Condren sends us, and you choose whether or not you want to be a part of whatever collaboration is happening for that particular month. And so some months I decide to take a step back, especially I believe like for this one, because I was selected to be part of the new vegan leather and on the go items for that collab. I did not apply for anything, I don't believe, for October, but I still like to put the deadlines in my planner in case I decide to apply. So how I'm doing so far, I've decided to, and I gotta finish filling this out, and I don't think I applied for this collab either, but I love kind of what my brain is wanting to do with this particular dashboard, these dashboard pages. So this is my YouTube analytics, my Instagram analytics, and I just want to see the difference from, December 2021 versus December 2022 or December 2023. It would be great to look back and see kind of where I started, and then where I will be come, 2-3 years from now. So I want to note my top 3 YouTube videos that's being watched, and I want to note the top 3 posts. So I have a Canon photo printer that I plan on using to print the pictures out and to add those to my planner. Here I'll probably more than likely list all the accounts that I've shared for that month. And so one thing I love about the Instagram stories, those are pretty much saved or archived where I can still see them and what days I posted. And I want to go back and just put those that pages I've shared on my stories for the month, so that I can kind of switch it up and try to share different pages each month. So here I have my goals. I didn't necessarily set a goal, but I just wanted to map this out so that I can see how I want to do it for the month of January going into 2022. So I will definitely be using this, January all the way to, I believe, August is the last month in this planner. Just kind of wanted to map it out and play around with it to see if I like this, if I want to tweak anything before I do my main planning for the month of January. So I kind of love this. I love how everything turned out. These icons are from Cassie Land Designs on Instagram. These other stickers, still more PK stickers, and then stickers pretty much from the back of here. Well, this may not be the stickers from this particular planner. I have several floral planners, and I just ripped all the stickers out, and I just collectively use them in this planner and my faith journal. So these are still all EC though. And these script stickers are a Simply Smith design. Here, all I did was just took one of these squares and just cut it in 4. And I just thought it was a nice little way to kind of just highlight each header. But I also used it here for the 8 days of deals that Erin Condren did. And I'm going to go back and write what each day was all about. But that's pretty much how I set this page up. I used the Erin Condren stencil that has like the 7 rows of square boxes. I just set that here, looked at when the first was and when the last day of the month was, and mapped those 2 out first, and then I just went and filled the rest in. Because if I did not do that, I would have either went too far left or here too far right, and I didn't want to make that mistake. So that's how I did that. And so for January, I have not filled out my monthly yet because we have not gotten our newsletter just yet. So once I get that, I do plan on filling that information out. But I'm going to set January up exactly how I did December. So this is something new that I'm doing as well. I think I'm just going to use this one side as my weeklies. And then over here, I want to put those accounts that maybe shared my post, any sales that's going on for this particular week that I need to highlight on. That's kind of, this is going to be my brain dumping kind of page, so to speak, for the week. And then I want to split up my goals for the month into weekly goals. And so I'll be able to have those goals sitting right in front of me each week so that I can make sure I'm hitting my monthly goals. That's how I plan on using this, and I will probably keep you posted with how this system is working for me or not. But that's the plan, and it gives you about 4 weeks worth of pages in between. So those extra pages in my hourly and in my faith journal, I'll snip those and just add an extra sheet so that I can have the full 5 weeks that's in January. And any other months that's like that. So this is my content planner, and I may try to post pictures of my content planner at the end of the month, like how everything worked out as far as that goes. And then I may do some playing with me's or flip throughs for the past couple months. So, and I may also track my earnings in here as well from being a EC affiliate. So that is my content planner. And then last but not least is this baby right here. This is my Erin Condren teacher lesson planner. It is in the 8.5 by 11 size. And I use this for homeschooling. I have to repurpose what these sheets originally say because I'm not a regular teacher. I use this for homeschooling. So like I said, I'm one that want to hone in and try to use every page. So this is kind of how I set it up for homeschooling. And I've been kind of enjoying that. I know some of the those that have younger children, repurpose this into a reading log. But what I usually do is repurpose this to be like my homeschool purchases on this side, and then my homeschool wish list. So if there's things that I want to have and don't necessarily purchase in that moment, but it's something that I want to get eventually, I will put that on this side. So I plan to repurpose these. I was gonna order some stickers, but I might just get a nice size strip of washi and put a regular sticker over it. I don't know. We shall see. I haven't decided. And it's funny because we're probably a good third of the way, maybe, with homeschooling. So here I usually mark birthdays. I probably will go back and mark like days out of school. I don't really plan our school year ahead like most do, because the very first year I started homeschooling, I was one that was doing the ahead planning, and then I ended up losing my little brother our first year of homeschooling, and it just rocked my world, rocked the children's world, 'cause they lost an uncle that they are used to seeing every day. That changed everything, and I think from that moment forward, it's kind of like I do my lesson plans the week of, and sometimes I may do it the following week, just so that I'm noting what we actually did versus planning ahead and then plans getting canceled. So I used stickers from Nicole Hutch Designs, and these washi strips come out of, I want to say, last year's holiday book for, not the holiday book, but the monthly sticker book for Erin Condren, last year's version. There's a newer one out. So I usually list important dates, and I got to go ahead and do that. But I have that information somewhere else, and all I got to do is just transfer it here. But that's what I usually do. And this, I failed to mention, is from August to July, I guess, my planner, because we don't start school till September, after Labor Day. So I use August to pretty much do pre-planning, and then we go all the way to the end of June. And if the children have any more work that needs to be done that they maybe need to correct or whatever, they will take part of July to do that, and I will usually note that during, on my lesson plans. So then I found attendance records, and I gotta go in and fill this in or update it as well. Like I say, when COVID hit the house, it's just like, bleh. We've been trying to bounce back still from that. But I printed out a sheet because it was double-sided. I printed out a sheet for my younger children, Malachi and Isaiah, and my older children, William and Shalia, because some days I let my younger to take off certain days because they're, still in elementary, so it's not a full requirement for them to work every single day because they're getting a high school credit for something. These two, however, are getting high school credits, and so I have them a lot of times separate from the little boys as far as what they can and can't do. So I printed the 2021 sheet, and then I printed so it's for the school year 2021 and 2022, but this, of course, is the 2021 sheet, and then this one is the 2022 sheet. And I like that it already blacks out those days where there is no day in that month. And my weekends are highlighted. I love that as well. So that's kind of how I've been using that. Here I usually list the curriculum we use. Have not done that yet. That's part of the reason why I haven't really shared my teacher planner just yet, because there's just still things I needed to fill out. But I still want to just kind of show you all how I plan on using this planner for the duration of 2022. So I got these date covers from Nicole Hush Design as well, and just use decor from the EC Monthly book. And again, I believe this is the last year's version of it. And then this is from Planner Kate. The script is from Nicole Hush Design. So most of this is just a mixture of Planner Kate, Nicole Hush Design, and Erin Condren. So how I am doing, and I have not, again, I've set up each month, and I can flip through and show you that. I have set up each month with my decorations and my date dots. I need to go in and fill in my husband's off days. I'm using this also for my children. This monthly is for their things, their dental appointments, doctor appointments, their sports, all of that good stuff. I am using this planner for that. And I love how the decorations look from the EC Monthly sticker book in here along with the date covers from Nicole Hush Designs. So how I'm doing this is, let me see that I do it for. This planner here works where you get your note pages and things before you actually flip into the month. And so I got this from one of my good friends that I run our homeschooling group with over on YouTube, Planning for Homeschool, Nadine. She does this in her Erin Condren vertical. She has a 7x9 vertical, and when you only have 1 or 2 children that you are homeschooling and you don't really want to go this big, you can use the smaller planners as your teacher planner. And so that's what she does, and she breaks down monthly what they're working on. And so I thought that would be a good way to showcase what they're working on every month. I can come here and see, okay, when we started the month, this is what we did. And so my plan is to go back and do that for the months that I've missed. Like I said, October, November, December, I'm going to bounce back. And so I'm going to put that information for these months that I've missed. But as far as my lesson plans, I type those up on a template on my computer that I purchased from Teachers Pay Teachers, and I then print it out on label paper, and then I usually cut each row because my printer and the ink don't usually match the colorway like I want it to. Sometimes it's a little bit more dull, so I'll just cut this whole row out and lay this one row, lay this row. So if you look carefully, you can kind of see where I've cut and applied the lesson plan. So this is just kind of how I plan each week. I use this page as my children's, the younger two, their geography cards and their grammar cards that they have to do for language arts. And I check off when they've mastered something to kind of see where they are, what they still need to be working on. I'm going to finish writing the memory verses in here. Like I said, I fell off completely. But, you know, my lesson plans are in here. So it'll be easy for me to go back and plug in that information at the beginning of each month. So, yeah, this is just how I do. It works for me. I used to write all the lesson plans out. So glad that I found the template. It makes life a lot easier. So this is definitely something that I use. I repurpose back here as kind of a checklist from when I'm planning for my children. And so that's kind of how that look. I just made a page and cut so that it's still the same child for, you know, 2 sheets, but it's different information. So that's how I do that. Because sometimes we finish a level and then they start a new level. And so I still want to note that for my little ones. So yeah, and then in the back you get these protective covers. So I just kind of keep a grading scale in here for us. I printed out my children's daily schedule for their science, and I keep that back here. And then I also keep a master grocery list in the back. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. That was all of my planners that I'm using for 2022. And I really hope that you all enjoyed going over all the planners with me and how I set them up. I kind of wanted to do both videos together as far as what I'm using and how I'm using them. And so if you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and like it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when I post new content. Also, if you have any questions about anything that I've shared, or you want to see anything else in more details, please let me know. I'm always looking for content ideas and what to film and what my audience actually want to, you know, receive from me. So I hope and pray that you all have a great, prosperous 2022. If I haven't said it already, Happy New Year, and have a prosperous